Hello and welcome to Open House. My name is Lori Lee and I teach business education here. Tonight you're going to be hearing about personal finance. I have a little show set up for you. First of all, this is kind of what my classroom looks like. I teach in room 727 at Bothell High School in the business department. A little bit about me. I've been a business education teacher for quite some time now. I started at Woodinville High School way back when, and I actually taught business there for 16 years. After 16 years of teaching, I had a toddler and an infant at home, and I found that I wanted to try to be a stay-at-home mother for a little period of time. So I resigned from the district. And in those 6 years, I did various jobs that I could typically do out of the house. But one of the jobs that I did, I taught at Lake Washington Technical College part-time, either in the evenings or on the weekend, so that I could stay current in the field. I would play tag team with my husband as far as childcare was concerned. And after my kids grew up and they got back into, or they entered elementary school, I found that I had a little bit more time on my hands. So luckily, a position was open at Bothell High School for a part-time business education teacher. I took that part-time position and now it turned into a full-time gig. I've been at Bothell High School teaching business now for about 14 years. My family, first of all, it's a little unique that my husband, Terry Lee, also teaches business here at Bothell High School. He was not a teacher when I met him. He worked for United Parcel Service, but I was able to see how well he worked with youth when he helped me coach a softball team. And I said, you know, you're in the wrong profession. You really need to be a teacher. So eventually he listened and he became a teacher as well. It's really unique that we're at the same school. His classroom is right next to mine, but we do truly enjoy teaching all of our students all kinds of different business education subjects. As far as our kids go, we have 2 children who are both Bothell High School alumni. Our daughter graduated in 2015. She went on to college to earn a BFA in visual communication design, and now she's a designer at Nike in Beaverton, Oregon. Our son graduated from Bothell High School in 2019. He is just starting his junior year at Whitworth University, majoring in business and playing baseball. And then, unfortunately, our dog's not in the picture, but we do have a beautiful golden retriever, 5-year-old golden retriever named Murphy, and I had to include her, at least a story. As far as what your students will be doing in this class, I truly believe that this is one of the best classes they could ever take. It should be a requirement. At this point, it's not. But I have a feeling they either wanted to sign up for this class or maybe you encouraged them to sign up for this class, and it was a really good decision. By now, maybe you've seen this book at home. Every student has received an envelope, and inside the envelope, it has this On Your Own book in it. And this is a personal budgeting simulation where they follow the life of a 19-year-old who has moved out of the house for the first time ever and has to make all these decisions. We go over checking, budgeting, savings, credit, income tax, housing, insurance, transportation options, and then consumers' responsibilities. And as we do that, it's a really hands-on activity. They will actually be writing checks for this person. They'll be paying bills. They'll be learning all of this firsthand. Now, another thing that we focus on is investing and all the different types of investments that you can make. We'll take a look at different types of savings accounts, as well as CDs, certificate of deposits, stocks, bonds, and mutual funds. One thing that the students typically really enjoy is we will be playing a simulated stock market game where they're given $100,000 and they get to decide which stocks they want to purchase. At the end, we see who actually made the most money in the class. And we also take a look at who lost the most money in the class. because both extremes are very, very valuable to learn from. We learn that, of course, you don't always make money off of your investments. Some are riskier than others. Another thing that perhaps you've seen emails about is every student in the class will read a different personal finance book. These books can either be checked out from the Bothell High School library, or you can go to a King County library. If you'd like, you can purchase one. The book list is in our Schoology classroom. And when you look at that book list, if it's already highlighted in yellow, that means that that book is not available anymore. In addition, in our Schoology classroom, you're going to see presentation dates, so you know exactly when your student's presentation should be. In addition to that, I'm hoping that your son or daughter actually practices their presentation in front of you. And the goal is to try to make that presentation between 9 and 10 minutes long. The awesome thing about every student reading a different book is not only are they learning about their book, of course, but they're learning about 31 other books as well. One event that we do every semester is a field trip, and I hope that we can do it. We're still waiting on permission due to COVID. The field trip that we typically go on is to Junior Achievements Finance Park. It's in Auburn. When you go to Junior Achievements Finance Park, they give you a little iPad, and when you look at your iPad, you get to see who you are that day. You have like this little debit card, and it will tell you whether you're married or not, how many kids you have, what your occupation is, and how much money you earn. And based off that information, you get to go around and try to balance your budget. The situation is set up like a little city, and you go around from business to business making all your business choices. So you get to decide how much you're going to be spending on rent. You get to decide how much you're going to be spending at the grocery store. It's a great experience, one of the best field trips I think we could ever offer. By the way, we do need parents to chaperone that field trip. It can't happen without parent help. So be looking for emails from me. Once we know that the field trip has been approved, I'll be asking if perhaps you can join us that day. I also want to mention that this is a dual credit class. All the classes in the business department are capable of earning both high school and college credit. In order to earn the college credit, we set it up through an organization called Pacific Northwest College Credit. In order to earn it, you have to have a grade of a B or better, and you have to pay a registration or consortium fee of $50. We will register for that credit later in the semester. We'll register together in my classroom, and then don't pay until you know your student's final grade, because the fee is not refundable. So that usually all happens at the end of the semester, and it's a really good deal. The credits are virtually free. You're just paying like the registration fee of $50. You would be earning, the students would be earning the credit through Bellevue College, not meaning that they ever have to go to Bellevue College, but that's where the transcripts would be coming from. Again, I am so excited for the semester and that your students are taking personal finance. It's near and dear to my heart. I absolutely love it. If you have any questions, the best way to get a hold of me is to send me an email. And my email address is ley@nsd.org. Thanks so much.